Willow knew her land like the back of her hand. Every furrow, every stone, every whisper of the wind through the young crops, it was all a part of her, and she a part of it. Her days were a rhythm of sowing, tending, and the quiet promise of the harvest. But one season the whispers changed. The sun, usually a welcome friend, grew harsh and relentless. Days turned into weeks, and the sky remained a relentless, cloudless blue. The gentle rains, once a certainty, became a distant memory. Willow watched her precious seedlings wilt, their vibrant green fading to a weary yellow. She rationed every drop of water, carrying buckets from the dwindling well, her back aching, her hopes slowly dimming with each parched sunrise. The earth, once soft and yielding, hardened into an unyielding shield. Cracks spiderwebbed across the fields, mirroring the cracks in Willow's heart. The once bustling farm fell silent, save for the dry rustle of dying leaves. One evening, as the last sliver of sun dipped below the horizon, Willow walked among the skeletal remains of her dreams. She knelt, not in despair, but in a quiet reverence. The land was suffering, yes, but it was still her land. She began to see beyond the harvest, beyond the yield. She saw the resilience of the ancient soil, the stubborn strength of the roots clinging deep below. Her love for the land wasn't just for its bounty, but for its very being. Willow started small. She cleared away dead stalks, not to prepare for a new crop, but to ease the burden on the thirsty ground. She loosened the hard soil, allowing it to breathe, even without the promise of rain. It was an act of pure, unconditional care. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months. The drought held its grip, but something within Willow had shifted. She found a quiet strength in the waiting, a deep peace in simply being present with her land, through its hardship. Then, one morning, a whisper, a faint, cool breeze carried the scent of distant moisture. Willow looked up, and there, on the horizon, a faint smudge of gray, a single hopeful cloud. Slowly, tentatively, the sky darkened. A single drop, then another, then a gentle patter. The first rain in months. Willow stood, tears mingling with the precious drops, feeling the land sigh in relief around her. The rain continued, a soft, steady blessing. The parched earth drank deeply, slowly softening, slowly coming back to life. It wasn't an instant miracle, but a gradual, patient rebirth. Willow continued her tending, now with renewed vigor. The land was healing, but the harvest was still a long way off. She understood now that the true work was not just in planting, but in nurturing, in enduring, in simply being there. The drought had taught her a profound lesson. Love for the land wasn't measured by the abundance of the yield, but by the unwavering commitment through the leanest times. It was in the waiting, the hoping, the quiet, persistent care. And as the seasons slowly turned, and the promise of a future harvest began to shimmer on the horizon, Willow knew her love for the land had grown deeper, stronger, and more true than any harvest could ever define.